Hi, everybody. How are you? This is Check with Becky Dixon. So today what I am going to go over is another store. So this will be my third store that I have opened up with Poshmark. Now, Poshmark is different from, I have eBay. I did a tutorial on that. I have Etsy. I did one on that. And here's Poshmark. Now, with Poshmark, you don't get any fees whatsoever. You don't get your shipping fees. You don't get finalization fees. The only fee you get is if you put something online and, in your closet, or if you have a boutique and it is under $15, you get charged a flat rate of $2.25. If it is over $15, they only take 20% and you get 80%. You don't have to worry about your shipping label. They will actually send that to you in the email. Once somebody buys something and it gets paid for, it goes to PayPal, so that's where your money will go. You don't have to worry about, setting up a bank account or anything like that. It will go to your PayPal. Now, when I had opened up mine, was actually yesterday. I had actually opened up mine yesterday, and I am going to show you a couple of things because I have been, whoops, I got a touchy laptop here. I have been looking around the app itself. So right here, this is where, of course, you're going to get notices. As you see, they say to at least have 10 items in your closet. Now on the Poshmark, when they say closet, they mean exactly what you see up here: clothing, handbags, shoes, jewelry, accessories, makeup, brands, and this is parties, if there are any actual parties going on. Now what they mean by parties is you can go to these parties, and when you go to them, it's like going to a Pampered Chef or anything, that everybody's in a room together, but you're looking at items. Well, Poshmark is the same thing. Everybody meets online, and you are able to put in pictures of whatever you are selling out of your closet together, and other people in that group can see it. And you can trade on Poshmark. It's not covered by the guidelines on Poshmark though. But you can trade, you can sell, you can make private offers to other people. You can also put your bids in just like you would on eBay, put an offer into somebody. The only thing on Poshmark, you cannot rate people. You can't, so if you have a buyer, you can't rate them as if they're good or bad, so that another person, if they were selling something and that same person went to them to buy it, they cannot check to see how their buying rates are with other sellers. That's the only thing that I have found out with the Poshmark. So you could get somebody that could have pictures, and they will show that it's a good product or something, or garment, I would say, because not really a product, a garment, and you could get them and it could have a flaw, but there would be no way for you to either rate that seller that you bought it from as being bad, to like, because we know that if you have an eBay or Etsy store that you can do that. So it's kind of like a warning or a red flag for other sellers that if you put a bid in, I know I do it, I go back and I look at that person's history of buying and selling. If they don't have that much credibility as a buyer or a seller, I get kind of hesitant of wanting to pursue either accepting that offer or ignoring it, because if you don't have that credibility to where you've been known online as a buyer and seller, your chances are that's not going to be rolling for you. I mean, it took me, I started with my eBay. Actually, I had my eBay. I started that in 06, just as a buyer, not a seller, just as a buyer. So I had enough already racked up as being a buyer and started selling on my own this past August. So I already had enough as, you know, buying online through eBay. So I had that built up, and the longevity and you know, the years. So all of that was okay. I didn't have to worry about building that up. Now I'm on Poshmark and my Etsy account. Those two, my Etsy account, I just opened up last month. And it is hard right now because I have not learned completely that platform. I get a lot of offers. Have I made a complete sale? No, because with Etsy, I've never had it before. I haven't bought anything off of there, and so I haven't sold anything. So that's what sellers are going to look at. They're going to look at, well, have you bought anything from any other sellers? Do you have bad remarks? You know, was your payment not on time? Did you pay like a week later? You didn't pay as soon as you had pushed the buy it now button or when the offer was accepted. And Poshmark, the thing that keeps from that happening is you don't get to rate, so that's kind of the down part. But when you do make an offer, you already have your PayPal, it's all attached. So once that person accepts that offer, it automatically goes through. And you know that it automatically goes through. It doesn't come back to you and say, well, such and such has accepted your offer. Pay now. No, it automatically gets paid. So for you to want to make the offer, you have to give them your email address and your current home address, and of course the way that you would want to pay, which would be PayPal for me, which is PayPal. And so once my offer was accepted, it went through. So I've already bought one thing online on the Poshmark. So I'm going to go here and show you. As you see, my ID is the same as it is if you were to look for me on eBay under Beck's Closet, and Etsy under Beck's Closet by Beck. And then here I have Beck's Closet, and then of course my last initial is D because they require at least that. You have to put that there. So here is my closet. Now, like I said, I'm going to move it over because I'm at my profile to be able to see my closet. So here is my ID picture, like I said. So my ID picture is across the board. So you can find me on all three of those stores. My background is the same, except this one, I have taken out the word Beck's Closet because it's darkened. And I have already listed, I have 10 items in my store. Now, as you see with the item right here, I'm trying to think how many of these I've already sent to. So you list your item. The description is very limited of what you can put in a space. So what I would say for you to do, you get 8 pictures that you're able to upload. So do the same as you do with your Etsy or an eBay account. Take the angles, because again, this is what people are looking at. They can't come into a store, touch, feel, smell, taste, if they want, the items. So make sure that you give them enough to check your item out. Of course, what it is new. Now, this item right here is brand new. I bought it for $60.99. I actually had it made. This person right here is a designer that is on eBay. So I actually had it custom made to me, except for when it did come in, it said size small, medium. That's what the tag says. I put the measurements in my description of this. So we'll just click on here and I'll show you that this, see, here's the measurements that I had put right in here. and it shows that I bought it for 60, so I'm only asking half because it has brand new tags on it, never worn it. Now, as far as with Poshmark, you can put the pictures on there, let's say, of like you have a shoebox with the price on it or all the UPC information and everything, but it's blurred out. You can put a picture of, you have the garment with the tags on it showing that it's brand new. Those are blurred out. I don't know why that's blurred out. Like I said, I just got this yesterday. So I'm not sure why it's blurred out, but I have found out that it is. You just are supposed to put in your description that it's, see down here, I say new with tags. Let me move me down here a little bit. And then my title, I have what somebody would, you know, put up here in the search item: boho, hippie, gypsy. And then I have, you know, it's a white dress, of course, by Lotus Traders. And I have the size medium. Like I said, they limit what you can put on here. So you've got to be sure to pretty much target what you want to do. It's not like with eBay, you could write up 10,000 words on your dress, because this dress also I did try to put on eBay. I had it up there for an auction style. Nobody bought it. So if any of you were on eBay and seen it and you didn't buy it, well, now it's over here on Poshmark and it's kind of more than it would have been on eBay. So we'll go down, let's see. And all of the shipping and everything, that is basically, like I said, it's not like eBay. You don't set that up at all. That is taken care of by them. There is no fee to join Poshmark. I will leave my link down below, though, for you to join Poshmark. And the reason why that I'm telling you about a link, it's not that, you know, it's a tier factory or anything like that to build a team or anything. No, this is what that link is for. When you join the Poshmark with my link, and my promo code will be BECDR2. When you set up your account and it's going to say about having a code or a promo code, you put that in there. What that is going to do is give you $5 off your very first item, whether you buy it that day, a week from then, a month from then. You get $5 off the item, and also with your first purchase, you get 99 cents for shipping charge. That's it. So I would say when I have the link down below, right down below, use that link, because if you just want to go to your search engine and look up Poshmark and just get on there and open up your account, you're going to lose your $5 discount. And plus, if you buy something, you're going to have to pay whatever the shipping charge is instead of the 99-cent shipping charge. Why is that so hard today? So your 99-cent shipping charge. So I would say take advantage of that. I will also list below my other links. I call them goodies that I will have under this video for my eBay store. Now, I have 3 stores. The reason why I do have 3 stores instead of having 1 store and putting everything together, hold on. Instead of having 1 store and putting everything together, which I did start out with eBay, I had decided to, now I have 3 stores. That gives me 3 streams of income just from the stores. That's not all of my income together. That's just from the store. So my eBay store is basically where I will sell games, electronics, game consoles. When it was the fall time, I sold a lot of college books, teacher noted books. So that went big for the fall. I will sell, like today, I'm trying to find it. I plan on putting, well, I can't find it, so it's not sitting close to me, and I'm not going to get up and look for it. So I'm just going to show you here. So I have kind of a lot of things to do today, and I really, really, love it because it's, right here at home. I'm not going anywhere. So if you can see this, I'm going to be putting this on today. This is, brand new in a box. See, brand new in a box, never used, never opened. I know I'm putting that on today, a couple of games today. So that's basically what that site is. I'll have antiques on it. I don't do figurines, glass, anything like that, because I've had it happen. That's too much of a risk to, when you pack it and ship it, that the mailman isn't always so careful with your products when you put fragile on it, glass or breakable. So I quit doing that because I would have very unhappy customers and I'd have to refund them money, and that's not very nice. It's not good. So I stick with on eBay. It's like my everything else. Then I have my Etsy store, which is for only vintage wear. I only put vintage, and that's it. It's only vintage and nothing else. Now, Poshmark is where I'm going to put my high heels on, stuff out of my closet. Well, stuff out of my things that I don't wear. Like today I'm going to have a couple of dresses I'm going to put on there. They are brand new. I have an Ann Taylor size 2 dress that has a tag on it. It's brand new. It's like $100 and something that I bought it for. Didn't wear it because now when I look at it, I don't like it. But when I bought it, evidently my taste at the time was I wanted it. Well, right now I'm into the colors of, I like the purples, and this is actually what I have on is a blue purple, but it is showing up within this light like really purple. If I go outside, all of this velvet is blue, and just my bows and my trim here will come out purple. So it's it's kind of odd, but I like it. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing. It's kind of doing my spring cleaning right now, going through things. So we'll go down here. Okay, no, we'll go back. We'll go back to the listing, and I will show you, because I know I only have a limited time, and I can talk forever on here. So let's say you want to share it. I can either share it to any of the, I didn't check to see how many followers I have today. Last night I checked, I had like 298. The more that you post items or garments on Poshmark, the more that you are going to get. Oh, look at that. One set of lights went out. And I have to move I have to move my Barbie out of the way to because it works by motion. So I have to move it. Okay, everybody, I'm back. And you probably heard my creaking floor. So all I would have to do if I wanted to send this out, I'd press this right here. That one little click had just sent, like you can see my screen when I'm pointing there, had sent this one item out to all of my followers here, which are people that, all 466 people with that one click just got that through their feed. They seen that. I can do it with every single one, but that'd be bugging them. I've done it throughout the day. So I started yesterday. This was my first item that I listed, and then throughout the day, I put one on and put another on. So let's see. This one I have put on quite a bit because we're rolling into the time of prom season. And really, this is a good deal. This is only $15, and these shoes were like $129. But the reason why they're $15, they are not marked up. They are not, you know, scratched, scarred. The bottoms are scuffed. I have plenty of pictures in this, you know, in here that, you know, look. See, I have plenty of pictures here to show what they look like, how they are. The bottoms of the shoes. They're, of course, a 7.5. These shoes I used for I did pageantry work for, oh my gosh, when did I start this? I was actually 28. See, I know by my year age of how I started. So I would say almost about 20 years I've been doing pageantry work. No, I did not have these shoes for 20 years. I probably had these shoes for about 5 years, but that was the only time that they had been used, is when I had used them for opening number a couple of times. I have used them for our evening dinner, meet and greet, and after party, after the pageant. Those are the only times that they were used. Other than, you know, I haven't, so as you see by the bottom of the shoes, they're not scuffed up like you walked outside on the concrete or stepped around on rocks or anything, because I only used them for pageantry. So if you're in pageantry, you will know you have a whole set of wardrobe, like my interview outfits. I still have those. My evening gowns that cost up teen money, I still have those. And to tell you the truth, most of them I've worn at least 2 times at least, but the money that you pay is ridiculous for it. So I'm not really ready to let go of some of them. I just keep them all. So let's see, we'll go down to, I'm trying to see, is there something that I haven't, because this was the newest one that I put on this morning. So let's say down here, you can copy a link if you have other sites that are not on here already. So let's say I'm just gonna pick Twitter. I could go ahead and just press this. There we go. But I'll put other hashtags in there anyway, mostly, and it's just, you know, like Beck's Closet, because it's already got Shop My Closet at Poshmark, Boho Hippie, White Lotus Traders. Oops, wrong one. And then I will tweet it right over there, and it'll be there. So let's see. I'm going to go to my handy dandy little phone. See, it's great when you're on the computer and you're working and you can check, either you can pull up another tab, but I'm not wanting to do that because I have other tabs that are open, and actually I don't have that one pulled up. So I'm just going to go to my Twitter. And there it is right there. It's already on my Twitter. So that's it. That's, you know, this. So Poshmark, it's pretty easy to share. You, like I said, the one button, ever how many followers you got, it goes right into their feed. That's it. One button, and it went into 466 people's feed, which they've already probably seen that this morning and said, what is she doing? I'm just moving myself all over this screen. And let's see. So some of the things I was getting into, like your like size bundles, your purchases, your sales, order activity, account settings, your closet widget, guide to Postmark, fax support, and of course logging out. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if I can go to here. Now here is your account settings, which when you get in here, you see how you fill all this in. I haven't put my website down there because today I am going to finish putting my website together. So I'm making one website, and on this one website, instead of shuffling, what I've been doing is going to each one, and the items that I'm listing, I'm broadcasting on my social media sites. So I'm making one website to put all 3 of my stores on, and then that's the only thing that I have to broadcast is a website, which is so much easier than, okay, I'm going to go over here, broadcast here, go over here, broadcast here, go over here. You could be, you know, well, I'm used to doing that now, but still, I'll get up at 5:30. So I would say I don't start until 8 o'clock in the morning. Because when I get up at 5:30, it's cooking, you know, breakfast. It's all this stuff to get the family out the house, and then I'm here, and then I'm able to do things before I have to go up, because I have to go to the barn. I have horses to take care of, and then I have my little. It's actually my hobby that's coming up. It's this for the summertime with I call it the garden center with flowers and all of that. So that's going to be heading off pretty soon, really soon. So right now doing stuff for the Valentine's Day, which is the orchids and the tulips. So all of those great days are coming up. So that's actually my hobby. I love it. It's outside. Plus last year when I did it, I learned how the landscaping of the front of the house, the flowers that are good for this, you know, area, not only flowers, shrubs, and trees. So sharing settings, here we go. So here we go, sharing settings, and this is the area. Now, when you first open up, make sure you go to your account settings so you can set all this up. So I have my Twitter account connected to it. I have my Tumblr account connected to it. My Pinterest is connected to it. Then I have my Instagram, my YouTube. I don't know exactly what it does with the YouTube yet. And Facebook. So those are all the ones that I have connected. So, I mean, it's great. Right there, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 social media sites attached to Poshmark, and you don't have to go copy the link. I'm going to go over here to this page, you know, pull up the tab way up here at the top, go to Facebook, you know, paste the link, and then post it. Or, you know, you can do it right from their site. It's great. Email settings, payment, my address. I'm trying to, okay, shipping labels and stuff. Here I kind of read about that. You have 2 sizes that you can pick from, but again, like I said, you do not get to set your price on, you know, the shipping charge. Like with eBay, you could have a flat rate, or, you know, one of the preset priority prices. Here, you don't do that. They take care of that for you. They will send you the shipping label right to your email address. You will copy it off, and you go ahead and, you know, do the normal from there, the taping it on there, and out it goes. Just remember to, I think you see, I don't know, I can't even tell you about that part of it, because I haven't gotten an order yet to tell you of how the shipping part actually works. Once I do get that, I will make another video and explain how that shipping part works. But I'm kind of hoping that when you do sell a article on here, a garment, and you get sent the shipping label through the email, that you go ahead and download the email if it's with the UPS, and you can set up like you do with eBay, where they can, you know, where they can come to the house and pick it up on your regular mail delivery time. That's what I'm hoping, because that's a lot easier for me, instead of making all of these packages to send out and have from 2 stores that will pick up from the house, and the other one I have to go drop off at the mailbox or post office somewhere. This is for if you have a boutique. Let's say if you're on eBay and you are a drop shipper on items, and if you happen to do coats or clothes or shoes or kids shoes or anything like that, I would say this would be the best for you to do right here. Your boutique certification. It's really easy. That way, that's what your store will be basically listed under. You will be listed under as a boutique, and that's, you know, drop shipper, you have more than just one thing. I am under, it's just a closet, because I have, you know, once I sell the one thing, that's it. You're not getting another, at least not from me. Okay, and this is for your account status. If you want to delete it, Posh Stylist settings. Now the Posh Stylist settings says you must be qualified stylist to access this page. I do not know anything about Posh Stylist yet. I know that over here, like I'm talking to you, and I got 4 more people. So what I do is I go back and I follow them, because whatever that they will put in their closet and they share, it will go through my feed. So that means I will see it. Just the same thing as when they're following me. So anything that I will put on here, put online, it will go through their feed. So with me, they probably did it because they had gotten it through the feed and seen it. Now, if it works like how Facebook does, you know, when you put a post on there where it says friends of friends can see your post, or if you're tagged in it, you know, anybody could basically see it, or unless you mess with your settings, I have no clue if this works exactly like that either. So actually right now I'm kind of getting a little irritated because I cannot find, you know what, I think I do have it on, just on my phone. Because I'm actually trying to find it. Tomorrow, okay. Alrighty. Address payments, sharing. Let's see if it is in this one. No. I'm just going to press every single one of them. Because this is making me mad here. Okay, now this is with your email settings. Of course, the email settings, I have everything on. So my phone constantly, I put it on vibrate, but I will constantly get, every time somebody follows me, if they like anything, if they share anything, if they have, you know, any comments, like if they put an offer in on something that you want, or if they say that's a nice dress or a nice pair of shoes, or what size is that, which you should have that in your description anyway. But if you don't, you'll get that, or notify you about recent activity on your listings. Now this one, I made sure I did have that, the party invite, because if you go to the party invite, and you also have to watch out when you do go to some parties. I went to one yesterday evening, and that was the first one I went to, and I thought, oh great, I get to, you put one of your items on there, you're in the group, you put an item on there, everybody gets to see it, plus you get to see whatever somebody else has put on there to look at. That's what the party is. But it has to go by the theme of the party, and evidently I didn't have whatever was in, you know, the party was about, which was athletic wear, and I didn't have anything posted online that was in athletic wear. That means sport bra tops, you know, the leggings, you have, you know, like Nike shoes or something like that. Anything that's related, you know, with sport clothing, track shoes by Adidas or, you know, Nike or anything like that. Hoodies that, you know, say something like that. College shirts, you know, anything that was related to athletic wear, and I didn't have it, so I couldn't post anything. I could just basically shop, look around online, see what others had to offer. So make sure when you go in there, the email settings is, if you don't go to this page and preset this the way that you want it, you're going to get all of those are going to be on. So you're going to get everything right here automatically. That's already preset that way. If you don't want that stuff, if you don't constantly want, see, if you don't, I got one right there. If you don't constantly want a notice on your phone of somebody following you, or somebody's put an offer in on something of yours, which you ought to know as an entrepreneur, if they do that, take advantage of it right then, because that's when your selling is hot. If you wait 6 hours later or 3 hours later, they might have lost interest in that product and do not want it. We have the vacation hold status, which I have not been on vacation yet. If you go outside and look, it's like 30-something degrees. It's raining. I would love to go on vacation, but my vacation is here in the room and I'm working. So I'm not going on vacation anywhere. Not yet. Here is the payment methods. I have eBay, and the only two right now that they give is these two that are, you know, you get eBay, credit card in here too for paying. Now I know as that's for like if you're wanting to buy something, these are the only three options that they have currently right now. And this is just making me so freaking mad. I can't find this page, the page that actually explains what I was showing you on here. So where is it? That page right there. Seller fee policy. Our fees are simple and straightforward. Listing is always free on Poshmark. When you make a sale, we deduct a fee from your listing price. For sales under 15, a fee is a single flat rate of $2.95. You keep the rest. For sales of $15 or more, the fee is 20% of the listing price, and you keep 80%. And here's what you get. Now, this is what you don't have to pay for. This is the free stuff. So this is why I kind of like this one. You get a free prepaid shipping label that they email to you that goes to the person that had bought it. So you don't have to worry about setting up any of that. Free credit card processing. So that means if they pay with PayPal, you're not going to get that 4% charge like you do with the eBay and what Etsy charges you to. So they charge you to basically run through that. No, they're not going to do that. You get free customer support and Posh Protect buyer protection for your buyers. So they, you know, if they buy something and they get the product, it's bad, they got to return it, they're protected. Just like, you know, with the Etsy and the eBay, how we have that for the customers on there. You buy anything, you got that buyer protection plan. Now, Poshmark says you can do trading on there, but they will not cover that. So if you go to trade an item and you get it and it's all botched up, well, it's kind of like buying a car that says as is, sorry. So I know a lot of people do the trading, but that's the thing. So if you have something, and you're like, okay, I have it, it's in mint condition. They show me pictures, they said it's great, but you really don't know. And if you do the trade, you can't, you can't get it back. That's it. If you get it, it's not good, it's not what it was in the picture, or you seen one picture where it looked great and the inside was bad, or the back was all snagged up like you got a satin top, and you know how easy those are. You get those little snags, you get one little snag and it makes this big old run across here. Well, you want to make sure that I would advise not to do that, because that's just a higher risk with clothing and handbags, because the same thing. I don't have a handbag right around here, but I have a shoe. Sorry about this. This is my son's shoe. So let's say I send you a picture and I just go like this. I show you a picture of just this. Well, you don't know, and then you go ahead, agree to do the trade. You don't know what the back of this is going to look like, the back of that's going to look like. If the inside of this has been so worn out that the back here, you know how it gets the hole, and then you see the, the white stuff, or the, stuff that's inside you don't know, because they've just sent you a picture of, oh, I have this to trade, or like this, I have these to trade. Oh, here we go. Here's a handbag right here. This is actually, I bought this handbag and I only use it for my Sunday school on Saturday, because I'm a catechist teacher. So I have all of my tools for training in here. All of my tools right in this lovely bag. And a must-have. Must-have blingy brush. So let's say somebody has, these are Michael Kors, has this, and they send it, oh yeah, I have one of these. Well, we all know that you have real brands. So like, see, and I've kind of learned that where I lived, or where I live now. So I have the real brand, and you can kind of see the leather down there. Well, it says Michael Kors, and it's going to have a number in here somewhere. Or that might be on the coach, I think. Maybe the coach has it, where they have their little leather thing in there, and then it has like a number. It's like getting a car with a VIN, and that just says that, this is authentic. Well, when I had moved here, there was a flea market during the summer. My first summer here. I went there. And this is a true story. So I go there, and I bought this Michael Kors. It was a little one. It was like a lavender purse. And I thought, oh my gosh. And it had a tag, like when you go to Dillard's and you buy one brand new, or Pennies, and you get it brand new. And it was like $348 for it. And they only wanted $58. And I'm thinking, wow, why are they selling? Unbeknown to me, because I actually always shopped at the Michael Kors store, either in the mall, and this is in Dallas again. So I've been to Dallas, and then in the Dallas Galleria, Houston, and then Fort Worth, which was 33 miles away from me. I'd go to the mall there and go to the retailer, which I can't remember now if it was Dillard's. I think it was Dillard's, because I went to the spa around the corner there. I think it was Dillard's, and they carried the Michael Kors. So they got to know me pretty good, because I always went in there and I wanted to see what's the latest thing you got this season. Well, where I live right now, they don't have them. There is no store with anything like that. I mean, the mall doesn't, there's no Dillard's in the mall. There's a Pennies, but Pennies doesn't have name brand like that. They have name brand, but not Michael Kors. And so at this flea market, when I went there with my sister, she took me there. Now she lives here, and she took me there, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this! They got these Michael Kors, and they got these Coaches, and da 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 da. So I bought this Michael Kors. Now, once and I gladly forked out my 58 bucks. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I got a deal. So I bought this purse, and it had the handles and stuff. They just didn't look right. But at the time, I was like all excited. And then the name Michael Kors that was on the purse, the little gold Michael Kors that they have on there. Well, it was there. But it was bigger. It wasn't as thin as the normal ones were. The normal Michael Kors were. It has the little medallion MK that hangs on it, but it's not as smooth textured as the regular one. It's kind of thicker. The Michael Kors that's on around the bottom of the ring, it's kind of looks like somebody got in there with a chisel and made those marks in there. They are even though, it's not uneven. So needless to say, after I got home and I kept looking at it, and then had my regular purses and was looking at it, I'm like, something doesn't look right here. So what do? We all go online and we go to where? We go to YouTube and we put in what? How do you tell if you have a fake Michael Kors purse compared to a real one? Go ahead and put it in. You'll see all these videos come up. So I did that. And it gave me all these, what to look for, the zipper, how it closes, the little, when you have the little Michael Kors thing on it, some of them, they don't even have it, or they do have it, or the zipper itself it's not smooth closing. You just sit there, you're trying to yank this thing to get it closed. Well, the zipper on that, it's like that. So it's a zipper purse. It's not a snap purse. But the zipper isn't nice and smooth that you can see it goes zit, zit, zit. No, it's like you go zit, but then to get it closed. So now this purse sits in my closet and I don't use it. Nor am I going to try to sell it, because I don't believe that, for one, with Poshmark, just to let you know, if you do drop ship and you are drop shipping from anybody that is out of the US and they do make duping brands, I guess I would say, that they're not the real authentic brand, it's a dupe brand, like what I'm talking about, you cannot put them on Poshmark. So just remember that. So if you think you're a drop seller for the Michael Kors and you get all these big loads of Michael Kors for a cheap amount of price and you're going to sell them on Poshmark for a ridiculously amount of charge, no. Sorry, this ain't for you. So keep that in mind. And I'm not talking about just Michael Kors. Let's say if you go to makeup, if you're doing the Urban Decay, the Kate Vaughn, the Jeffree Star, and there was recently, not too long ago, there was a place that we all go to called Walmart that had some of his stuff out there, and that was a dupe brand because that's not really from him. So I think that has all been taken care of and it has been removed. So if you did see that there and you do like his stuff, that's not really his stuff, guys. Sorry to let you know. But again, like I said, you can't sell the dupe brands on here. You just can't do it. If you if you have a Rolex and you were to sell online as a Rolflex, sorry, no, not gonna happen. So see, it's so funny when I get on here and I can talk forever. If somebody ever, listens to me, I don't know. Well, so anyway, guys, I think I should in this because I do have to, do another one on another site now, or for another platform, I should say. So like I said, I will have below my link to join on Poshmark. On Poshmark, like I said, this link is not to get into a team. You're not given any price. You're not paying for a price to join a team because the only team that you're joining is the Poshmark team with thousands and thousands of other people, and that's it. But this link basically with the promo code of BECDR2 is to get you your $5 off your first purchase and only charge 99 cents for your first purchase and shipping charge. That's it. So if you use that code, I would, that's the only way to take advantage of that. You cannot go to the site itself, press Poshmark, say you want to sign up. You will still get your 99 cents for your first purchase that you make is in shipping charge, but you won't get your $5 off. So take advantage of my code below, guys, and you have a great day. Back with Beck. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.